What's up everyone? I know it's been a while since my last video, but the weather's been kind of sucky and with work and everything it's been hard to put my hands on this thing. But I will be trying to post more videos a little more consistently, so stay tuned for that. So I got something in the mail today. The guys over at One Up Lighting sent me underglow, so since we're getting a little break from the rain, I'm going to be trying installing that today. First we're going to do a little unboxing. So the kit includes a bunch of mounting hardware, zip ties and little plastic tabs with screws on them. The light themselves have double-sided tape on them, so that's another way they can stick on there. This is your little Bluetooth module. You can connect it to the app on your phone. I mean, it's pretty basic. Shouldn't be too crazy to install. Let's get to it. I went ahead and laid them out, and one thing that I noticed right off the bat that I really like is that they have these connections right here that you can unplug. The bumpers and the side skirts come off quite often, and I was running into the issue of whether I should put these directly under the bumpers and the side skirts, because if I had to remove them for some reason, then they would all be wired together. But with these, I can just unscrew them, and if I need to remove the bumper or the side skirts, then boom, easy. Alright, so I just finished installing the front side, the front part. I used the double-sided tape that's on there and some of the mounting brackets and screws that are included. I put 3 on, like, parts where I think are important. But yeah, it's important to clean off the parts where you're going to use double-sided tape. I just use Windex. And now I'm going to continue on with the sides. I'm going to take the side skirts off and flip them around and clean them up and do the same thing I did in the front. So I unscrewed the side skirt and I kind of propped it up here, and since the lights do have that chasing function, we're going to be mounting them front to rear. Luckily the lights show you which way the chasing function goes. It has little arrows on them. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, I'm going to be doing the same thing as the front. I just wiped down the bottom part with some Windex microfiber cloth. And then I'm going to be undoing the double-sided tape and just laying it across. And then after that, probably put about 3 or 4 of those little plastic brackets with the screws. Okay, so I'm going to start with doing the double-sided tape. I put the lights kind of closer to the edge in the front for no particular reason, but I'm going to kind of continue that all the way to the back. I'll just eyeball it here. I'll start it here. Probably going to follow this vinyl tape, make it a little easier. I like to start with some pilot holes. Make sure your fingers aren't behind here. And there it is. I do have all this spaghetti of wires that I have been planning to rewire and redo. I just got to learn how to wire all this stuff properly and, well, the time. And I will be doing a dual battery setup. So right now I'm going to mount the lights and wire them up kind of temporarily, but we'll see how they look. So I fished a power wire all the way through there. Down through all this, going up in there, now through here. Wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. So originally this car was going to be all pink, like a one stage, like a Barbie pink. I don't even know what kind of pink you would call it. So I started with the inside. It was going to be all rainbow, and I mean it is all rainbow. It's going to be rainbow, and then the car was going to be pink, and it was going to have freaking chrome tint. But I ended up changing the route of the car, which way it was going to go. But since I already had painted the engine bay, I mean it doesn't look too crazy. But I might end up pulling the engine. I do have to pull the engine out and do a bunch of things to it. So who knows, might paint the engine bay another color. Or should I keep it? I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, there it is.
So overall, the install is pretty straightforward. It's only 2 wires. I recommend putting a fuse between the, like an inline fuse between the power, and I only had to run 1 wire from the battery all the way to the front, which was the power wire. I just got the ground, the negative, and just put it on a random screw that I found, and that seems to work pretty well. So I'm not very good with car electrical or anything, but I seem to be able to wire it up pretty fine. So pretty straightforward, kind of simple. The rice on this 240 is complete. I want to give a shout out to One Up Lighting for giving me this opportunity. They're the ones that hooked me up with these lights, and they hooked me up with a discount code for you guys to get 10% off of any of their products. I will have the discount code or link in the description. So if you want a set of these for your own, or halos, or any other kind of LED Bluetooth controlled lights, head on to their website, use my code or use my link. You can get 10% off. You too can be rice.